need to just start recording because I want to document all this because we could see new stuff. So let's see. What I would do is I would log in and I would ask people if they knew about the Chiliad mystery, right? So we'll run a brief explanation of what I used to do with other people, but I guarantee we're going to come across things that are time sensitive that we're going to be pulled away from the ultimate goal so that we can look at other things. So this could be this is really hard to do cohesively. I don't have the times for everything figured out. So basically I'm going to try to maintain a structure, but there's a very good chance that structure is going to get interrupted as we're traveling from one clue to another. We'll discover other ones. Just right off the bat, we'll start right here with the map. This right here looks like a fish with a big nose, like its eye would be right here, and it's looking this way. What exactly it's looking at, I'm not sure. This right here looks almost like a hand within like a mitten, but polygonal, or it's a dragon head or an arrow pointing this way. This looks like an embarrassed cow or something. Maybe just took a dump, who knows. This looks like a heart. This looks like almost like a fish or something jumping over something, but that's pretty vague. That's not really as detailed as I think we should get. But I look at this piece here, and then I look at this piece here, and then I look at this piece here, and I look at this piece here, and I wonder if those all fit together. Like these are all like broken pieces of something. So this right here, I'm not going to tell you what that looks like. We all know. This right here has always looked to me like this is like the head of an alien, and that's his what do you call it? His antennas, and he's pointing up. And maybe this represents from the ground you go up at an angle and then over and then up again, and then there's some sort of zigzag. I don't know. Maybe that's a trail. The alien looks like he's in something and sliding down a like a mountain or something. I don't really know. Like this was a cliff and he jumped off and went this way, or this could be a cliff and this could be a dude that jumped off and landed on his head on a rock. You see? So I'm not really sure. It's just imagery. How to interpret it is not concrete, you know. Somewhere right around, let's see, notice how up in the corner near my name you can see more detail out in the water. There's a spot right next to the A in ammunition that's a light gray circular shape. Let me make sure that's the one. Pretty sure that's it right there where the A in ammunition is, ammunition with range. Right next to that, I forget I can put a marker there. There is, how come you not let me put a marker? Why are you being a dilder? Oh, I know what happened. It timed out. Oh no, I gotta be, oh, I don't hear the game. Hold on. Okay, now I do. We're just gonna go over there. That's what we're gonna do. So what's happening? Ask some questions. There's a lot going on here. I'm gonna do my favor. What the fuck? I'm gonna do my English class. I'm gonna do my best to keep an eye on the chat. I'm just not good at that, so please be patient with me. It comes from nobody ever being in here, and I don't want to sound resentful or anything. It's just a fact of the matter. What am I doing? Calling my mechanic? No, I'm not calling my mechanic. I'm calling Morse. Morse Mutual, so this car can go kapoof and right here appear.
Morse Mutual Insurance. How can we help you?
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I miss Rugrats, man. I miss being a kid and not having to worry about, like, anything. Being able to just watch Rugrats. You know, I was like 13 or 14 when that show was on, man. It was, like, way under my age group. But I lived in the middle of nowhere, so I was always watching weird shit. Okay, so on the map, you can see that thing I was looking at that's round, and it's kind of a gray color. Yeah, it's like straight in front of me on the map. Now, it's like right here-ish. So let's go down there. This is actually a sunken UFO. And what I would do in the past is I would get people in a helicopter and I would crash into the water and tell them, stay in the helicopter. Stay in the helicopter. There it is, the UFO. I'd say, stay in the helicopter. There's something down here. And a lot of them would get out thinking I was trying to prank them. So this UFO, I think there's a lot of clues on it, to be honest. Let's just start with the top. Let me get this. This thing's a little hard to steer sometimes. We're going to slam in the wall. Gotta be careful because we can bust up the glass. Okay, so there are 6 eggs up there. That's half dozen. That makes me think there are 6 big Easter eggs that we are looking for. The array of antennas, I don't think any 2 of them are the same height. I haven't really studied it that closely, but it looks like every single one of them is a different height. I haven't counted them. This is the first time I've been down here in a long time. They may signify steps. It looks like there's about 20 of them. Let me see if I can... 1, 2, 3. Come on, Bill. Sit still. Sit still. Back it up. Back it up. All right. Let's see if I can count them. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It looks like there's 15. Okay, so 15 different elevations, 15 different depths. I'm not sure. 15 different something. Now, if you notice, these eggs all have what look like a little black circle on them near the bottom. Okay, so that generally says eggs. 6. Okay? And it also says 15 of different altitudes or variations in height, length. But I don't know what that would tie to yet. You can swim if you decide to come down here yourself. We are, I'll show you on the map. We are up here at the very top. Like pretty much, if you go right here to this thing and go straight north, it's like right there. So, if you swim down here and you're real careful about it, where'd it go? Hey, man. I lost my shit. Hey, don't go deeper. Freaking freak. What are you doing, man? Ooh, I did it. I successfully didn't cuss. I said frickin'. Let's run with that energy. Alright, okay, there it is. So if you notice, you can get underneath it. Now, you can actually, if you're just by yourself, you can actually get inside of it. I wonder if you can do it in the car. Let's find out. Only one way to find out. Yeah, like somewhere like right around here, you'd be all up on the inside. Like actually in it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably gonna blow this thing up. Alright, back it up. Hey, back it up. Alright, this thing's gonna be like compromised and fucking breaking soon. Freaking breaking soon. Wish I had the money to donate to stop cussing. I would literally donate money to stop cussing. Like every time I cuss. See the shape of a plane down there in the rocks? Looks like the shape of a jet. Now it looks like the shape of a hand with a finger pointing this direction. It's right there out the front of the car. We're gonna go down there. This is like my standard shit that I do when I play this game now. Is I just look for stuff. Get out of here, Robbie. Yeah, see there? Look, see all the dark black marks? There's something there, and depending on the light and the time of day, it will like look different. Oh, what am I doing? All right, so, and then see that black arrow right there off the fin, off the tip of the fin? So I feel compelled to go that direction. So let's just go have a quick look. See, we're at crush depth. Now, crush depth may be tied to the song KYSA, Keep Yourself Alive. I'm not sure. I need to, actually, what I should do is I should Google those lyrics during this stream. Okay, I don't see anything right off the bat. Except for that rock looks a little bit suspicious. All these, like right here, this looks suspicious as shit. You see all the little markings on the wall? Some of them look like they make shapes, right? Like I've had submersibles and on foot in the water. You can't call it on foot, Bill. Scuba diving and tried to get into like all these little spots like this, but no success. So I think what we'll do now is, since being underwater, man, I tell you what, it can get time consuming. We'll be under here for hours. Whoa. I did not expect that thing to hug the wall like that. That was crazy. Okay, so now let's go over here. Okay, sun's going down too. We might see one of the big ones. So from, I don't know what to even call this, Sandy Point or whatever, the northernmost point, the sandy tip. I didn't know she had the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. All right, so park it. Park it. Oh, now we gotta turn the fuck around. All right. Push the right buttons. There you go. Okay. Hey, what up, pupper doggo? Roof. All right, so we're gonna watch sunset. Now, let's see. I don't see anything catching my eye, except for this dog. I wonder what kind he is. Nobody at the campfire. So I have seen along this entire coastline, from different points, I have seen some of the craziest shit from... I can't even fucking speak straight. What does that look like? A finger pointing up? A hand with a finger pointing up right there? A little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So I have seen what looked like a nuclear fucking explosion. Like straight mushroom cloud. Like Okay, so I have tons of pictures and videos in my computer, gig after hundreds of gigs, man. I just don't want to go through the stuff. So I'm like, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to get on here and we'll see what we can see live. And then I can go back and, if we see anything really cool, I can go back and edit it. Now you'll notice that kind of has like a flame look to it. It's got a little bit of a curved tip. That's going away now. Okay, so at 3 o'clock in the morning, this looks like an eye. It will actually take the shape of an eye when the moon is over here. Okay, when the moon's over here, casting light this way at like 3 o'clock in the morning, you will get the shape of an eye. See how the top kind of has like an arch to it? Like along that ridge? Like imagine that ends right there and then it goes down and across the bottom. And then that egg-shaped rock will take on the look of the iris. I was really hoping that when we came back to looking at this, that we were going to see something. I see a dolphin just kind of at a glance. Wow, in my viewfinder on the computer, the colors look way different. Hold on, I'm going to open the source projector and see. Is my TV blowing out the colors? My TV softens so much of this. That is crazy. Wow, now I kind of want to do this on a different TV. Like, I don't know what setting it could be, but you can still see a lot of this stuff really good. All right, so we didn't see anything special going on with that. So, so now we're going to be looking for, I think we'll just get airborne and start at the top of Chiliad. Have some fun with this. See if we can get this car pointed up and then head out there. There we go. Just fucking. Here we go. Watch. Get it pointed upward, and then right before the breaking of the. There it is. Right before you break the surface of the water. Hit the boost. Oh, I forgot. I could just call my Sparrow. Instead of having to come back to get it. This idiot. All right. So we'll get the bird and we'll go look at some stuff. Yeah, it's not over there, Bill. It's up here. Am idiot. Send help. Alright. So we have a waxing gibbous. And it looks like it was pretty close to an eclipse. Alright, so up throughout these rocks, when the lighting is right, like around 10 o'clock, Yeah, it's only 9 right now. Around 10 o'clock, the moonlight's going to get really strong. And you'll start seeing some stuff, but these rocks have all kinds of stuff you can see, even from the ground down there. Like, even from that big circle. We'll get to that circle a little later. Nice pink and purple skies, man. Looking like some Vice City stuff. So this is what we were looking at from the ground. This is what turns into that big old eye. Okay. Now, if you'll notice this trail has a look to it. It had me thinking for a long time that the top of this mountain was like an egg. You know, like it is the Easter egg. Like you're supposed to hit it with a plane or blow it up or something. And then, for those of you that don't know about this thing, I tell you what, this thing is the desktop picture on my computer. It has been for probably a year and a half or 2 years. Like, I am rather obsessed with this fucking mural. Alright, so this is the Chiliad mural. For those of you that do not know, this has not been fully explained. People have broken it down to, let's see, the eye. You know what? He's going to keep putting his fucking finger away, so I need to pull the gun out. Alright, so this eye is actually underneath a viewing platform right there. That one. We'll get to that. These X's are believed to be paintings all over the mountain that indicate things. You'll see them. This is a shadow over this direction. Like all the way over there. It's on a rock, like right there, I think. Let me see. Let me get the camera out. Yeah, I got good memory, man. It's right there, like right in the very center of the frame. It looks like the rock's not rendered. Hey, what up, birdie? Watch this. Hey, Google. In Roman augury, what does it mean when a bird is flying up and to the left and away from me?
In Roman augury, a bird flying up and to the left is generally a favorable omen. Because Roman augurs faced south during rituals, the left side, sinister, represented the east, where the sun rises, making it fortunate and blessed by Jupiter. Flying high or upward, Praepes, further signified divine approval, while moving away indicated that the favorable influence or sign was departing or reaching its conclusion.
Oh. So we could be leaving a time window. So maybe it was between 8 and 9 p.m. or between 9 and 10 p.m. because I just saw that bird right now before, was it 11? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 11. So it was between 10 and 11. So we saw that. Yeah, that bird's leaving right now. It's right there. Okay, so it appeared to be flying up. It was only flying to the left, but it was definitely flying away. Roman augury is fucking cool, man. I'd like to learn it completely. It's pretty neat. They say that there's world leaders nowadays, like successful world leaders that still use it. Obviously, since it's considered like witchcraft or something, it's like, you know, frowned upon to use it on the regular. Okay, so this box and this tower only exist online. There are several of them. I haven't figured out what to do with them yet. Maybe I will put some thought into that at some point. Oh, there's the cow. So, that's a cow. That's the ear. That's the eye. That's the snout. The mouth is down here. It looks like... Bro, are they going to cross in the south? cow jumped over the moon. How does that riddle go? Or not riddle, but nursery rhyme. The spoon. And the cow jumped over the moon. I think I'm in the wrong spot, though. I just don't know if I can get to that viewing platform in time. It's even got a scar under its eye. What if I fucking do this right now? I'm not holding this pistol for no reason. I don't see anything changing. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Never look a moon cow in the mouth. Never shoot a moon cow in the mouth. Okay. Oh, and that was through through midnight too. I was probably standing in the wrong spot if anything was gonna happen. Okay, so see that right there, that's what I call an on-the-fly experiment. And usually any explanation of all this stuff just fucking ends up with me doing experiments like that. So so the moon has like how many phases the moon got? 16? 27? 20? I don't fucking remember. I have it all written down. The moon's got a lot of phases. This is like 2 phases over half. It's called a waxing gibbous. When it's getting bigger, it's waxing. And when it's rounded on the developing side, it's called a gibbous. And when it is disappearing from this side, it's called waning. And when it gets past halfway, or when it gets, when it's waxing and it's not quite halfway and it's a crescent, that's called a crescent instead of a gibbous. So you have waxing and waning, which are growing and shrinking, and gibbous and crescent, which are the under half and over half descriptions. Yay. Okay, back to this. So lightning bolts, if you'll notice, they're pretty well mirrored. I think there's something suspicious about this one going out of the thing, and there's a little black mark there. I find that suspicious. The fact that this one's sticking out too, a little suspicious. The fact that most of those are sticking out, a little suspicious. Those two are a little suspicious. These two in particular are suspicious. They nearly mirror each other. They're not on center, obviously. Wait a minute. Okay, no, I was just kind of zooming in, seeing if I could frame that right. So, the trail on the ceiling. What am I talking about? The trail on the roof. Up. English, Bill, do you fucking speak it, dude? The trail on the top of the mountain that we just saw reminds me of this crack. Okay, so there's also a shadow under the egg, which pretty much represents 12 noon, or solar noon. I find it suspicious that there is a black mark right there sticking out. I find it suspicious that the left wall of this, let me, how do I get rid of that? There. The left wall of that one, left side, is like slid up. Like the offset of the top of that is almost the same as the offset at the bottom. Like this has been slid up. Like if this was the entire map, okay, notice how that corner looks cut off too. We'll talk about that more at some point. You're going to want to remember all these little crazy details. Okay, notice how it's notched right there. almost a reversal of what's going on right there. Okay. They want you to think these are just black marks, but they're not. They are indicative of either shadows or how easy it is to get through somewhere. Like if you were to try to, if this was a hallway and you were trying to get through here and it's solid black, maybe it's easy. But if you're trying to get through like here, maybe it's difficult because it's not filled in all the way or something. It just seems different. But this definitely looks pushed up. This top corner missing. I'll have to get more into that later, but I think there's an imaginary pocket here that at a specific time the moon needs to be right there. Not sure. Notice how right here it's dark black, but right here it's not. This makes me think that this is like maybe a shadow. Like there's something blocking the sun here when it's bright here. Maybe this could be like a small canyon or valley. Could be a big canyon or valley. I don't know, but it looks to be unlit. It's nearly broken right here. I know it just looks like marker marks, like the marker was running out, but why embolden so many of these, but not others? This one's not even fully connected. You see that? Speaking of not even fully connected, that right there, that's the middle line, okay? Notice the bottom section of it that we're looking at now is mostly dark, mostly solid, but above that split, it's mostly, it's maybe medium, but it's obviously lighter. So I think that's trying to represent the sun shining down at something. That being some sort of a something, I don't fucking know. I've noticed a lot more vertical lines are nearly transparent versus horizontal lines. Almost all of the horizontal lines, except for this one, right here in the middle, are really solid in comparison. But you notice that the one in particular is right here, it's almost non-existent. Like the whole way. Yet these ones go all the way to the bottom. You see? This almost looks like a ramp or something, like you're going up to something and then across. And then maybe this thing is right on a cliff. You know, maybe this is a cliffside of a mountain or something. Maybe this part is hidden because another part of the mountain hits it, or another part of the mountain over here blocks it in the west when the sun's going down or something. So it does hit this face and it hits this face, but it doesn't hit this little pocket or something. I'm not really sure. Okay, also I have found this design. Okay, maybe we'll go there next. I've found it right here. Okay, so maybe I need to start taking some notes. Bear with me. I'm going to take some notes on things we got to do in future streams that are time related. And I happen to know the rough time estimate for this one in particular. So if I happen to be, you know, if it's like 5 p.m. and it happens to be like 2 p.m. in game and I know I can get there, I can go show you guys. You know what? I don't want to write that down. It's something I already know. It's one of the first things I ever found in this whole situation. Notice how this side seems darker than this side. Okay. That means that the sun is on this side. But like I said, there's something blocking the sun here and here, but there seems to be a little bit of spot where the sun's getting through. You know, I'm not really sure what that whole little thing's supposed to represent. Another thing is these X's don't look the same. This one looks a lot like a plane with no tail wing. This one looks more like a kind of like a cross, or almost like a knife or something, or a sword without the blade. The blade would go up that way. I don't really know. That one actually looks like an X or maybe even a bird. This one almost definitely looks like a plane. This one looks a little bit more like a bird. You know, another big thing that I have heard no one else mention is this is supposed to be a UFO, right? So if we go to the map and you go right here, which is where we were, roughly right here, which is where we were, and you go straight down this way to right here, this is where that rock is that shows the shadow, and this is a UFO. So you got the UFO and the shadow and the top of the mountain, right? You got the UFO underwater, the shadow over here. We'll go there next. Give you guys some, to make this whole thing cohesive. Okay, brain bill. So see how these are in a line, right? Okay, and then right here, it's not quite in the middle. Let's see, that UFO is right here. So if you kind of follow this line right down this road, not quite halfway between here and there is this spot right here, and there is a clock right here that is special. It has an egg shape to it, and it only ticks through the 12 o'clock hour. It never goes to 1 o'clock. It stays on 12 with the hour hand, and the minute hand goes around for an hour. This only appears in the evening when the sun's starting to set because it's a shadow. This looks like a UFO, but also get in there a little tighter and kind of have a look at that. This could be a face. This could be the brim of a hat, a construction hat with a light on it. I believe with these, this represents the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 a.m., possibly 5 p.m., but most likely 5 a.m. Now, notice how this red line looks like a horizon, okay? And the sun rises in the east, and it's lighter on this side. So that might mean that we need to be facing south at 5 a.m. You see? The sun would be low. It'd be somewhere over here. I think 6 a.m. is actually when it starts to come up, but you would actually see sunlight hitting you on the left side if you were pointed south from up here. Notice how this is all dark. Okay. I think the lines underneath represent the amount of people that need to be there. We'll get into that more at some other point. Do I need to explain anything else here before I leave? The water puddle. This water puddle exists all over the place in this game. I'm not sure. I have a feeling it is related to the lightning. And I think if you're in the right place at the right time, you can be struck. You just need to be standing in one of these puddles. Whether it would be a sideways bolt, like a lot of times in nature, or whether it would be a straight down bolt, I don't know. There's also this. This is like damage. Okay, there's, I don't want to say a distinct pattern going on here, but this could be a coastline or like a ridge line. Like, notice how you look down along those mountains like that, you have that ridge line. Okay, that's what this could be representative of. one in particular. Those are unique, usually from one point. The further away the ridgeline is, the bigger that point becomes. But if you're looking at a ridgeline that's only a couple miles away, you need to be in a very specific spot to get specific shapes like these. I have always thought, oh my God, new detail, new detail. Okay, I never noticed this scratch. But that scratch seems like it has something to do with this. Like, I've always thought that this looked like a drag mark, like a damage mark. But you would see more damage to the door, and this right here would be busted off. It wouldn't be like, it almost looks like a laser gun said, you know. One of the other Chiliad heads, his name's Kevin. Chiliad Kevin is what he goes by on YouTube. Has seen something right here. He said he saw something. I don't remember what it was, but he saw some words, and then the rain washed it away. And I've had things of that nature happen to me in this game too. But nothing as specific as what he was talking about. He said he saw some really specific stuff. I wonder if I can jump up there. No. Probably gonna die trying to get back up there. Okay. What next? Okay, so these rocks right here. There's a circular shape here that resembles the moon. The sun coming up right now is kind of washing everything out. You see it? There's like a circular shape here. I'm going to get up on the roof here in a second. But then there's a secondary circular shape in the middle of it. And there's other things going on over here in the rocks too, but you got to wait till the sun's a little higher up. Oh, come on. That's not the one I usually go on. This one lets you on a little easier. Okay, so this spot up here is pretty suspicious with these weird little spots. I don't know. When it rains, spots like that, like collect water and whatnot. Now, I don't know if these ones exactly do, but like when it starts raining, weird little puddles happen all over the place. So this spot right here looks like an elevated view of something. And this obviously is like the culprit for the leak downstairs. Over there is where the shadow is. Let's see if we can see anything else from up here. Yeah, see, these rocks will do what I call throwing shadows. Like, I haven't quite determined what these are yet, which it involves standing here and just looking at it, or recording it and then going back and watching it in fast speed. Going back and watching it in fast speed is so much easier to catch these things because they change literally as the light is moving through the sky and lighting up the face at different pieces of the face of the rock at different times. Like right here, there's a shadow right here, still here, but that's lit. That's creating something, that arc. Okay, see how that one just changed right in front of our face? As the sun gets overhead more, what time are we looking at? 11? No, it's only 9:30. It'll reveal more stuff. Okay, so now these antennas are pointing pretty much due east. They are designed to receive a signal. Okay, these antennas are pointed a certain direction. They're pointed that direction, okay? They are designed to catch waves that come through here, and then this is just like a fail-safe to catch whatever last waves, just to strengthen the signal. This is not the beginning. This is the back end of the antenna. You'll notice that a lot of different antennas have different lengths of these things, and they're spaced differently, and so they can catch waves that are literally up and down and up and down and up. You know, the closer they are, the finer waves they can catch. Yada yada. Anyway, I'm not an expert in that stuff. Don't call me out in the comments. But see, here's that circular shape, and it looks like there's a crack in the top of it. Now, see that morphing right there where the gun is, where the dot is? See that morphing? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But that only happens in a few spots. I've never noticed it happening right here. Whoa, I almost walked off the edge. I've never noticed it happening right here. I've only seen it happen about like 3 times in like 3 different spots. And there's one in absolutely particular. Oh, see, it did it again. There, it's going again. There's one spot in absolute particular that there is an unrendered piece of rock where it does this. We'll get to that at some point. It's over on the other side of the mountain. This could take hours and hours and hours and hours. Okay, so this rock right here, I think, has significant shadows on it. I mean, that almost looks like a bear or something, or a dog's face. I mean, who knows? This is obviously some sort of a long black ridge, maybe a submarine, I don't know. But as these little shadows start to form and disappear, you know, as the sun's coming up, I think this shadow was stronger when the sun was lower, you know, because it's about the light going across stuff. Like that almost looks like a mouse sitting up and looking left. Which mice are related to cheese. Cheese is related to the moon. What the fuck just happened? Yeah, okay, so to that eye. Oh, we're getting rain too. Alright, so that eye that's on the mural looks like this one. Except instead of 5 things over the top, there's only 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then 1. Okay? So 1 at the bottom means you only need 1 person. 3 at the top means you need 3 a.m. Now, when you beat this game 100%, okay, complete. I don't know why it says come back when your story is complete, because in order to use that information under there, you got to have the 100%. Okay, and what that is if it's raining and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you have the game saved at 100%, a UFO appears right here. It appears directly above that little flag rock thing. And it's spinning and twinkling and yada yada. But if you go close to it, the closer you get, the more it dismantles. Like it's a hologram cast from several different points. And the closer you get to it, the more it dismantles. If you leave this way and go over to the sides, it disappears. It's meant to be viewed from here as a hologram. That happens at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, on the Xbox 360, at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, after the UFO, and only after the UFO, there would be a crack of lightning. So I started doing tests where I was, as soon as I saw the UFO, I'd run, jump off the edge somewhere, and try to get somewhere, thinking that was my launch point. You know what I mean? The UFO was the go. And I had to get there by lightning bolt. Okay, so now the rain changes the color of stuff, like the color of this rock. Now where it needs to be viewed from, I'm not sure, you know, so you have to kind of look around for the best place to see it. Is that a bird? It looks like a bird. It looks like that's an eye, and this is the beak. And there's the wing. What's going on right here, I don't know. All right. Oops. So that's a bunch of that stuff. Now, I find it suspicious that there's a helipad here. This tells me that this is either where you're supposed to take off from or come back to. I don't know what to make of it. Just not sure. All right, what should I show you next? So, there's one. The X's almost line up with the locations of several of these white paintings. Notice how right next to that white painting is a black shadow that resembles maybe a cat, like a cat's head, maybe a spider, I'm not sure. There's another little bit of a one showing right here, a little repeated texture thing. They like to put the clues in repeated textures, and then the repeating textures are incomplete in different ways. Notice how that's gold. The whole thing is, that whole section is gold. This section is gold, and under the right conditions, you can see a tiger. Is it a tiger? Which one is it? I don't remember. Let's see if we can see it right now. A lot of times when we're flying and looking at stuff and it's overcast, the sky will actually split open and give us light where we're looking. You can do this too. You can do this too. It works in single player. See, yeah, the light's not... Oh, okay, I think this one here is a gorilla. Let me get a little lower, and yeah, I think you can see the outline of it. The golden spot. Yeah, it almost looks like a gorilla. Let me see it. This camera angle will be better. No, I don't want to use a camera like that. So you'll notice a bunch of rocks below me. I've talked about this in previous videos too. A bunch of the rocks below me are the same rock. Notice that shape, right? When you pull back this way, there's a big one. Let's see if we can see it right now. It's right where the crosshairs are, the rocket box. See, notice how the sky is parted and it's right over here to the left? See how it's showing shadows like that on purpose? Like it's trying to show us stuff. What am I trying to see? I feel like it's trying to show me, like this area in particular. Is that a bridge right there? It looks like a bridge right there. But the closer you get to it, the harder it is to see. Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge. Alright. See, the rain does not help. Now I'm starting to get the you're wasting people's time anxiety. So these rocks, you'll notice the 90-degree cut. Well, it's not 90 degree, but the cut that's in them like that, the little V. They want you to stand on the rock and look in that direction. So for this rock in front of us, it's that way. It might be something that appears right there on that rock in front of us. It could be something that appears up there. See, it almost looks like something's appearing already. Like right in that area. See the concentric lines, like right near the explosion? Oh, I think the light on this thing right here is good. You can see the dog or gorilla or whatever the hell this is. I've been playing so many other games that the controls are freaking hard to remember. You see that? See how, like, those two lines going up to that have... I think it was under the moonlight that I saw. See, there's a bunch of scratches and stuff on there, like... What the hell does that mean? Alright. So, you see there's another one of these flat rocks. Okay, so here's the quarter. That's a quarter. That's George Washington's head. From the right angle, that thing actually appears round and looks like a quarter. Okay? Those are all over the place. And I think this one in particular, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do an experiment. Because I know where several of these are. I gotta pull up my desktop so I can see the mural. So, whoa, I almost hit that thing. I was looking away. So if that quarter is right here, where would that be on the mural? I wonder if the angle of its head is any kind of representative. So technically speaking, there should be one straight in front and one over to the right. Oh, you know what? There is another one right here. It's right up on that ridge. See, that's another one of the paintings that people think was the X. Where's that other quarter? Is that it right there? No, see, that's part of it. That's part of the texture. There's part of it right there. Rockstar, I'm onto your shit. Okay, I want to say that's it. But the lighting is so direct right now that you can't see it very well. So if that's it, let me put a little marker thing here. If those two are there and the dealio's here, that would mean there's one right here somewhere. No, these two are parallel with each other in the north and south. So that means there should be another one right here. I got fucking chills right now. Where's this other fucking quarter, dude? Bro, I got mad fucking ASMR right now. This is crazy. Bro, stop with the ASMR. Oh my god. Stop. Stop. Okay, I'm fucking tripping. Oh my god, dude. Full on cheeks, upper back, shoulders, my fucking jaw. I think this might be it. It's gotta be right here. It's gotta be this face. There it is. There it is. Oh my god. It's right there. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. That means there's another one right here, somewhere. Bro. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Oh my god, I'm freaking the fuck out, dude. That's the three on the right side of the mural. No way. Okay, I gotta fucking manage my helicopter. I know they're not dead on, but oh my god, dude. If this last one is in the right fucking place. It's gonna be somewhere over here. Look at that. Bro, OBS, you better get off of your fucking shit. OBS, you better not have stopped. Okay. Okay, good. I don't know how long it was it was disconnected, but this line is the center line on the fucking mural. There, it's just offset a little bit. Somewhere right down here, there is another quarter, and it looks like it's right there. It's the back of the hair. But the lighting could be wrong and it could just be not showing the whole head. See, I told you we were going to end up off on tangents. Those 3 rocks sitting right there, that's suspicious as fuck. I need to... Sorry, I'm just kind of looking and taking all this in. Because I tell you what, that heads of the quarter thing is fucking suspicious. Something suspicious looking right there. I'm always tempted to fire a rocket at it, but the rocket always defaces it and makes it look wrong. There's a bird right there. There's another one right there and right there. I should use AI to find out what those birds are. I don't see what appears to be the that quarter anywhere around here, but I'm not seeing the typical rock faces. There's something on that rock. See, there's an arrow right there. Okay, so see this shape right here? That straight line with the curved lines around it? It appears right here. And it also appears above Johnny Klebitz's head. I'm sorry, above his eye. And it appears in multiple places in the sand underneath the water. One of them is over here. And one of them is up here somewhere. Might get to see something big right now, the way the moonlight's shining. Where you at, Luna? See, a lot of times they'll use these big, long shadows to put something crazy on the wall. So I already showed you the ship, the crashed ship that's over there. So we're at an hour and 20 minutes already. This is gonna take a long time. I need to present some structure to it. So that egg that's on the mural, the one that's in the middle with the crack on it, is placed roughly right here. Okay, this is where the jetpack is, or the jetpack guy. That's where the UFO is. We're right here in the middle. That's where the egg is. And if you look at this clock, it's egg-shaped. It's stuck on the 12 o'clock hour, and the minutes match the minutes in day. Or in world, whatever you want to call it. So that tells me it's like a reference to in the midnight hour she cried ma ma ma. Oh, what's that Billy Idol song? Yeah. So maybe this has something to do with a hooker. What shadow is that? Oh, it's the top of the tree. It may have something to do with doing a hooker in this area at midnight, or in the midnight hour. Now, if you line the mural up, right here is the eye. So this could be the line right down the middle, right? So I don't think that's it. I think the line is this way. So maybe this quarter, and there's another quarter over here. These could just be extras. But I tell you what, the one right here is on a round rock. That makes a big difference. The other ones weren't full-on complete. But I definitely felt like I was discovering something new. Also, look at his gun. There's a star etched in it. There's 2 stars etched in it. Well, one is definitely a star. Huh. And then we'll see if we can get that other shadow. I don't think it'll appear, but we can try. Oh yeah, let's try to stunt by flying backwards. And then there's a whole other little like cult thing going on here that I'll have to explain what I know about it at some other point. But like down right here, there's a cave and yeah, just looks like a little ritual spot or something weird. These rocks have a whole bunch of weird shit going on in them too. But there's a sacrificial rock right here. I'm gonna pop up and show it to you real quick because this place is hostile. It's that rock right there. Almost looks like a little bit like that George Washington head would appear here. What's the matter? You despawned, buddy? Let's go see if we can see that thing in the canyon since we're near it. This rock right here, or that outcropping or big old thing, looks like a dog. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, it's the head of a dog. You can kind of see it. This is a shark. The head of a shark. And you might be able to see the thing that I was talking about earlier. The thing that looks like the mural. Just can't remember where I saw it from. Yeah, it's right here. Is this it? No, it's right there. No, I was in the right spot. It's over here. I think yeah, this outcropping right here is where you can see it best from. And you end up with a line right here. Like this is where the egg would be. Okay. Over here is where the jetpack thing would be. And there's actually a ledge you can stand on over there. And then this ledge would be the one where the construction hat / UFO is. Which would mean that somewhere up here there are like 5 spots. And somewhere like up here there's some sort of, I don't know. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time investigating this, but you know, one thing I do want to go look at real quick is something. See, that totally looks like a shark. Now, what breed of shark, I don't know. So in a short that I made recently, I noticed something right over here. I had noticed that huh? Hold on. This is not where I was. There it is. I had just noticed this the other day. This arrow, it's covered up by the shadows, so you can't really see it that well, but that green patch right there, whoops, the one I'm going to land on. The whole thing looks like an arrow. Oh, and this grass is flammable too. They're trying to point you like that something's in that direction. Now, another thing I noticed in that, but I didn't say it, is the Harry Potter mark. I noticed it after the fact. There it is. Right here, there is a lightning bolt. Now see that shadow down there? Looking kind of serpentine. So this spot right here is shaped like a heart. And this rock right here has a tendency to throw shadows that make it look like female genitalia. It's not really doing it right now, thankfully. I haven't really explored this area too much. Oh shit, I forgot I was recording them. Now my computer's fucking full. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thanks for watching. We will cover more stuff soon. This is a quick one that you can try yourself. Come here in the evening with Trevor, who I did it with. Come here in the evening and stand somewhere right here. And when the sun goes behind this whole thing lights up red. It looks badass. It looks evil as shit. Okay, on that note, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Bye.